Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into a massive leap in how we actually work with AI. We're going to look at exactly how to transform your Mac into an autonomous AI powerhouse. And honestly, the absolute best part about what we're covering today? Zero cloud costs, no API keys to mess with. And since your data literally never leaves your machine, there are zero privacy risks. We'll break down how Apple's MLX framework makes it entirely possible to run complex, agentic AI workflows using literally just the hardware sitting right there on your desk. Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our blueprint for turning your hardware into an autonomous setup today. We're looking at the paradigm shift, the local AI stack, 3 steps to set up, hardware solutions, and finally, developer integration. Part 1. The paradigm shift. So before we get into the how-to, we really need to quickly cover why these autonomous agents are completely replacing that standard back-and-forth chat experience we've all gotten so used to. In a traditional chat, you know the drill. You type a prompt, the model responds, and it just stops, right? If you need to actually act on that response, say run a terminal command or fix a bug, well, that manual labor is totally on you. But with an agentic loop, you're not doing the heavy lifting anymore. You just give a high-level command, and the agent talks to the model to figure out a plan. And then, this is the magic part, it actually executes the tools to get it done. So, say you ask it to fetch recent pull requests from a GitHub repo. The agent figures out, oh, I need to use the GitHub CLI, runs the command, reads the diffs, and writes up a summary for you, all on its own. And that perfectly captures what we call the agentic loop. It is a continuous cycle. The agent consults the model to decide on an action, calls tools to execute it, observes the results, and then just repeats that cycle until the task is completely done. Now, what's incredibly exciting here is that on Apple Silicon, this whole loop runs 100% locally. You're not firing off thousands of automated requests to some paid cloud API and racking up a bill. You're just letting your own hardware hum along, giving you unlimited AI availability for free. Let's move to part 2 and see how this builds, the local AI stack. Okay, so before we install anything, let's map out the Apple ecosystem. Think of this local AI stack as 4 layers. At the foundation, we've got MLX itself. That's Apple's open source array framework, built specifically for Apple Silicon to handle the metal acceleration, memory management, and all that low-level math. One step up is MLX-LM. This is the language model layer that lets you load and run thousands of Hugging Face models. Then, sitting right on top of that, and this is absolutely crucial for our agents, is the MLX-LM server. This is an open AI-compatible HTTP server. It exposes your local model through a standard API, supports structured tool calling, and basically acts as a total drop-in replacement for any cloud API. Finally, at the very top is the agent layer itself. Since the server below it speaks a standard language, you can plug in any agent framework, like OpenCode, Xcode, or a custom script, and it just works right out of the box. Which brings us to the core of this explainer, 3 steps to set up. Now, this is the most crucial takeaway today. You might look at that 4-layer stack and think, man, this is going to take me all weekend to configure. But it literally takes 3 incredibly simple steps to get your local agent running. Let's really hammer these home, because it's honestly almost too easy. Step 1, install MLX-LM. You just open your terminal and run a single pip install MLX-LM. Boom, foundation built. Step 2, start the server. You just type MLX-LM server and point it to a model that supports tool calling. The server spins up, loads the model into memory, and instantly sits there listening on your local host. And step 3, connect your agent. In whatever framework you're using, you just change the base URL setting so it points to that local server address instead of the cloud. That is it. 1, 2, 3. To make that super concrete, let's look at step 3 inside an actual framework, like OpenCode. You just pop into the configuration, define a local provider, and set the URL to localhost. Drop in the model name your server is running, and you are entirely good to go. The wild thing is, the agent framework literally has no idea that it's not talking to the cloud. It just fires off its standard API requests, your Mac intercepts them, processes the logic locally, and fires the results right back. But looking at this continuous, rapid-fire loop raises a pretty massive question. These agents generate huge amounts of context, right? Every tool output gets fed back into the model. So, how does a single Mac actually handle all of this nonstop data processing without just completely grinding to a halt? That brings us to part 4, Apple Silicon hardware solutions. To answer that, we really have to look at how MLX squeezes every ounce of power out of your hardware. See, the biggest bottleneck in agent workflows is prompt processing. The model has to digest hundreds of thousands of tokens, mostly from reading your code base or absorbing those tool outputs, before it can make its next move. And this is exactly where the M5 chip flexes its muscles. The M5 has these dedicated neural accelerators that actually make matrix multiplication 4 times faster than the M4. Since MLX automatically targets those accelerators, your prompt processing speed effectively quadruples. It's like having a team of ultra-fast speed readers instantly digesting your whole project structure. But agents rarely work alone. Usually, a main agent will spin up multiple sub-agents to work in parallel. One's reading docs, one's searching code, another's writing tests. To prevent a massive traffic jam, the MLX LM server uses something called continuous batching. Picture a super efficient factory floor. Instead of forcing those sub-agents to wait in line one by one, the server dynamically groups their incoming requests and processes them simultaneously on the GPU. And the kicker? New requests can join a batch that's already running. Your sub-agents never stall out, and the whole operation just keeps humming along. Now, what's really interesting about this is the sheer scale we are dealing with. Let's say you want to spin up a frontier model, like the recent DeepSeek model, which has a massive 1.6 trillion parameters. Just storing the weights for a beast that size requires over 800 gigabytes of memory. Obviously, even a completely maxed out Mac with 512 gigs of RAM can't fit that alone. No way. So how do we solve that? Distributed inference. MLX actually lets you spread a single massive model across multiple Macs using Thunderbolt or Ethernet. You just use a simple host file, and the model automatically shards across the connected devices. Plus, with macOS 26.2, Apple brought in Thunderbolt RDMA, which gives you incredibly low latency, high bandwidth communication between the machines. So if you link, say, 4 nodes together, you're not just pooling their memory, you actually get up to a 3x speed up in processing because they're actively sharing the computational load. It is a total game changer. Let's wrap this up with part 5, real-world developer integration. Let's take all this theory and look at what happens when you sit down to actually build software. Imagine you ask your local agent to build an iPad SwiftUI drawing app completely from scratch. The timeline is wild. First, the agent looks at your empty directory to get its bearings. Then, it drafts a step-by-step implementation plan. Next, it actually writes the Swift files and triggers a build. Now, if Xcode build throws an error, the agent catches it, reads the error log, edits its own code to fix it, and recompiles. In a demo from the MLX team, that whole sequence took just a couple of minutes to spit out a working app. And since you're using an agent, you just keep iterating. You want rounded end caps on the drawing brush? Just ask. It finds the specific code, edits it, recompiles and verifies it, all autonomously, right there on your local machine. You can even bake this directly into Xcode. If you've got your MLX server running, remember step 2, you simply open Xcode settings, hit the Intelligence tab, select Add Chat Provider, pick Locally Hosted, and type in port 8080. Boom! Your local AI is embedded right in your IDE. You can introduce a bug, ask the model to fix it, and in seconds, it reads your project files, gets the context, and writes the targeted fix. And again, your proprietary code literally never gets transmitted over the internet. By bringing together MLX, the MLX LM server, and that dead simple 3-step setup we focused on, the barrier to having your own autonomous AI is practically gone. You've got the hardware, you've got the open source tools, so the only real question left is, what parts of your own development workflow will you automate locally today? Go ahead, open up your terminal, run that pip install, and find out. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you on the next one.